your seat. And finding your own space, your own room. Noticing how you're feeling about the yoga session. Whether you're feeling open and ready and eager, or dragging your heels a bit. I guess you might not be here if you were doing that, but that's okay too. Maybe feeling a bit lazy, waking up, snowy day outside. So all of that that's with you, whatever it is, just bringing that onto your mat, onto your cushion. Perhaps your eyes are already closed. And maybe you just prefer to lower your gaze down to the floor. Either way, take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale with a sound. Notice if you can settle physically, letting go. Feeling an extension of your spine, lifting upwards without forcing, so that the energy, the prana, can move up, down through your body freely. And notice any chronic pain or discomfort that you bring with you, making that as comfortable as possible. Remember, encouraging you to use cushions and blankets to prop any higher knee, or to even take a chair to sit on. On the next exhale, allow your attention to move inside. Make it a gradual process that you're letting go of maybe the plans that are in thoughts, maybe a kind of outward energy, perhaps the noises around you, the people around you, or the mechanics of the house, maybe just letting go of those. And noticing any sounds that are inside. And again, they might be thoughts, they might be mechanical kind of sounds. Notice if there's anything new to notice. Bring the focus onto your breath. Allowing your breath to be deep and slow. And breathing in fresh oxygen. And as you breathe out, just noticing if there's anything new to notice. Not exactly breathing it out, but just allowing that to be in your awareness. Perhaps there's a new sensation, a new energetic sensation, maybe a feeling of letting go or relaxation. Notice how it is without any sound, without any guidance from me. Are you able to stay with that breath? Taking 3 more full rounds of breath. Noticing if there's still anything new to notice. And allowing your breath to come back to its more regular rhythm. We'll work a little bit with the hands. I've got some mudras. I thought it would be very nice to do some mudras this morning, lots of breathing. So let's see where that takes us to. So just rubbing your hands together. Notice if that brings a deep breath. And maybe we can use the warmth from our hands just to nourish our eyes. So bring your palms onto your eyes. Just let the eyes rest under the palms. Come back to your breath. So you're absorbed in just where you are, what you're doing, and then just swiping down your face just to let your eyes open. And then take hold of your right wrist with your opposite hand. Make some circles with the wrist, really. Polishing that pan, cleaning that pan so the fingers are moving. See if you can look at the fingers and notice just how much they can move. Notice if you're holding your breath whilst you do this. And if you are, a sigh is just fine. And then changing direction. So we're just supporting gently with the other hand. And then holding your hand still, just reaching your arm out, pressing your fingers down, so palms looking towards you, and just gentle press with the fingers. And then in the opposite direction, so your heel of your hands pressing away towards me, and then we're just stretching out the arm and just bringing the fingers back towards us. Stretching the fingers. Give that hand a shake. Okay, so coming to the other side, taking the wrist and just polishing the bottom of the pan. Notice how movement, however small, might remind us to breathe. Brings us right into this present moment, that we can bring this out and do anything that we do, change direction mindfully. We can just, if our mind's going crazy, thinking about things, trying to work things out, we can just bring ourselves back into the moment, whether it's chopping vegetables or tidying the garden. Okay, and then stretching that arm out, and first of all just pressing the fingers towards you, so we're stretching the top of the wrist really here, and just stretching there, and then flexing your hand, arms straight, and just taking your fingers and just pressing them back. Notice how that goes all the way up your arm as well. Okay, give that hand a shake. Okay, and then interlace your fingers quite lightly. Inhale, and as you exhale, just pressing the open palms up towards the sky, And just rocking through your back in this direction, maybe just loosening up around your shoulder blades, around the top of your back. Inhale and exhale. Okay, and then holding your arms there, still quite lightly gripped, and then we're going to make an arch. So inhale, lift up, exhale, over to the left side. Keep pressing your arms, straightening your arms as much as you can. We're just warming up, so listening carefully into the body. Inhale back up to centre, and exhale over to the other side. Okay, inhale, and as you exhale, floating your arms down. Okay, and take your tie, if you've got one. We're going to interlace our hands around our back, so we could just take the tie to make it nice and easy for us whilst we're still warming up. I'll turn to the side so you can see. Okay, so just stretching your thumbs on top of the tie, knuckles stretched down towards the floor, and just feel it opening between your shoulders, making some circles with your tie or your scarf, belt, whatever you've got there. And then change direction. Okay, resting there. We're going to inhale the arms up. So it's kind of a gentle kind of a yoga mudra stretch. So just go up to where it's comfortable. Might be easier if you take the cushion away. You could try it both ways. And then just tipping forward, lifting your arms up, letting your head roll towards the ground. And then inhale and just bringing the arms back down. Okay, let's do that again. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift and just tip forward. Just pressing your arms out behind you or lifting them up. And exhaling. Back down. Feel the stretch through your arms. Just let the tie go to the side. And then come back sitting on your cushion. And let's open our palms out. And inhale the arms up above our head. Turn to the right side. Exhale. Right arm comes down behind us. Left arm comes down in front. Inhale back up to centre. And we'll, on an exhale, turn to the left. Inhaling the arms up to centre and exhaling to the right. Sorry, I got that wrong the first time. So we're going to inhale up to centre, stretch your arms away, and then exhale. So we're bringing a gentle twist. We worked a little bit with the top of the shoulders. Now we're working further down the back or the spine, finding your own rhythm there. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then the next time we inhale up to the centre, we're going to bring our hands down. We're going to come back to this mudra as we're standing. So floating the arms down in front of the chest. And this is, we call it Anjali Mudra, and the full name is Atmanjali Mudra, which means connection with the soul. So just feel your thumbs touching your breastbone. Let your elbows press outwards, and the little fingers are joined together if possible. And it's like there's a little bit of air in between your palms. So there's just a little bit of space. And this mudra, it's, as we know, it's a greeting in many countries. It's because of the position of the hands, we're connecting the left brain and the right brain. So it's also bringing us some balance and inner harmony and some peacefulness. So just let your eyes close for a moment and take 3 rounds of breath just into this hand position. Bring all your inner awareness to breathing towards your hands. And you can feel the contact with your heart. You can almost feel your heartbeat and the breath there. So after the third breath, just holding your hands there together, and just notice if in this position there's any baggage that comes up, any like cultural, historical beliefs. And I remember I had that very much when I first started to practice yoga about this position. So we can notice those. And just experience it this morning as a mudra, as a connection between the hands. We're making a complete circuit through our body, so there's no open gaps. And just allow those to be there, to be in your awareness. Okay, and then just release your hands down. Maybe you just give your fingers a little bit of a stir. Arms and shoulders, a little bit of a shake through the muscles and bones of the arms. Okay, and then bring yourself up to standing. So let's get a bit of an inner smile into the heart. So with the breath of joy. So again, we're going to work with the breathing, and this is a nice breath for letting go of anything we might want to let go of. So remember, your knees are quite not locked, a little bit bent. So we'll do the first one slowly. We're going to inhale, arms and hands, fingers forward. And then we're going to, it's 3 sips of an inhale. So this is the next sip of the inhale. And then we stretch our fingers away, especially the middle finger stretching away. So we're opening all the way across our heart and our lung area. And then we come up above our head, looking up towards the sky. And then as we exhale, we bend forward and we roll forward. So listening into your own capacity this morning, what's going to feel good to practice slowly and feel into every stretch, or to go with a slightly faster movement. So I'm going to speed up a little bit. I'm going to inhale the arms forward, inhale, inhale, exhale forward. Inhale, lift up, arms forward. Inhale, open out. Inhale, up to the sky. Exhale, roll forward. And I'm just going to go a little bit faster. And just imagine as you're doing this, we're opening our heart with our arms across our chest. Just imagine there's a big smile there in your heart. So perhaps it brings a smile onto your lips. And going even faster if that's okay with you. If there's no problems with being inverted or blood pressure, then, or lower back issues, if there's any lower back issues, you might want to slow down again. And as you roll forward, really letting go. I can't hear you on this moment, but hopefully you're in the safety of your own home where you can let out some sounds. And just feel how we're warming up with this. Just letting everything go. Okay, 2 more times. Make sure your neck is rolling forward, head rolling towards the ground. The next time that we come down, let's just stay down with our head, crown of our head, rolling towards the ground, knees bent, fingers touching the ground.
and bringing the weight a little bit forward onto the balls of your feet. Okay, from there, see if you can widen your feet, toes and heels, taking your stance wide, and then just rolling forward. Perhaps you put a cushion underneath your hands, or just rolling forward until your hands touch the ground, and you could just alternate. So having the back of your hands and then having your wrists pressed down. And just alternating, let your head relax. And again, we're just stretching the arms and the hands. Okay, and then from there, just come onto your fingertips and bend your knees. Walk yourself around to your right side, to your right ankle. Just stretching into your ankle, pressing your left hip away, up towards the sky. Can you straighten both of your legs? Just notice if that's available to you. Opening out the back of your knees. Inhale, and as you exhale, walking around the front. Finding the left ankle, straightening both legs if possible. And then walking back into the centre. Let your head roll forward. And see if you can bend your knees and lift your arms up so that your back is horizontal. So that your fingers are pressing away, your arms are stretching out, and your neck's an extension of your spine. So it costs a little bit of core strength here. Also feeling the strength from your soles of your feet. Back's long as possible, and try to have your arms not pressing back but really out to the side, so supporting yourself through your core. Okay, inhale. On the next exhale, we're going to lift up and just step your feet together and pause for a moment, allowing your eyes to close. So we built up some warmth, some heat with the breath of joy. And now we're just allowing everything to harmonise again after we've been inverted. We're going to come into a standing squat. So inhale, and as you exhale, sitting as though you're sitting in a chair, reaching your arms out in front of you, and almost pull your shoulder blades together. So if you could see your shoulder blades behind, it's almost like I'm squeezing them together at the back. And then your arms are not stretched forward, you're not leaning forward, but you're above your centre of gravity. And arms can be straight out in front. Knees, toes facing the same direction. See if you can take 3 breaths into this strengthening posture, strengthening for all your joints, building stamina, strengthening the muscles. And after the 3rd exhale, we're going to inhale the arms up and exhale down out to the side. And let's come back in the opposite direction. So we're going to inhale the arms up and exhale, knees bend and arms pressing forward. Inhale, straighten the legs, arms up. Exhale, arms down to the side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees and let the arms face forward. Just gazing straight ahead, finding a point to gaze at somewhere in the distance. Okay, and then just relaxing your arms down for a moment. And we're going to come into a twist. So again, we're going to kind of use this hands together mudra in the twist. If I'll give you the modification first. So if it's not available to you in the squat, just do that from a higher position and see if you can twist like this. So opening out your armpit, opening out your elbow up towards the sky. And if possible, we're going to come down into the standing squat. We're going to join our hands together in front of our heart. Now, as we exhale, we're going to take this left elbow to the outside of the right knee, and it means squatting down quite a little bit further. And first of all, just getting that twist through your belly. It's almost like you're sitting down. Bring that right hand down on top. And if possible, bring your thumbs towards your heart. So just to the place as close to your heart as possible. And then, if that's available to you, looking up towards the sky with your eyes. Notice how many cycles of breath can you take there. And on the next exhale, circling your arms back around and just coming up to standing. Feeling the twist through your spine. Maybe keeping your hands together in that mudra in front of your heart. Okay, so we're going to come in the opposite direction. We're going to bring the right elbow onto the outside of the left knee, bend the knees. And remember, if you want to do that standing, coming into this kind of position, feeling into the side twist here, not over twisting, over stretching. If it feels comfortable, bending your knees, bringing that right elbow, we have to really squat down there. The right elbow touches the outside of the knee. The left elbow points up towards the sky. If it's okay, looking up towards the sky. Listening into any parts that might be overstretching. Don't overstretch the knees. And we take one full deep breath in. And then exhale, lifting back up. Great, quite an intense stretch. So just pausing there, just let your arms float down for a moment. Close your eyes. Okay, and we're going to do a moment of a standing meditation using that same mudra. I'm going to just give you a little bit of information about it. So we're going to inhale our arms up, exhale hands down in front of our body. And remember, little fingers are joined, thumbs are joined, and there's a little space just that you could blow some air into the centre there. So there's a little hollow just between the hands. See if your hands can rest towards your heart, elbows can be relaxed down, and if it feels okay to close your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes. And notice if you can feel the right side and the left side joining together. Just cast your mind into the right side of your body for a moment. And notice your right arm, right side of your chest, right side of your belly, hip, right leg, foot, the right shoulder, the right side of your face. Noticing if there's any quality that comes up that might describe that right side. No judgment. Bringing your awareness back into the centre, letting go of the right side, and then examine the left side. So left side of the ribs, lower belly, hip, left leg, foot, left shoulder and arm, left side of your face. Noticing if you can sense into any quality on that side. Perhaps they feel similar, balanced. Perhaps there's something different. We've got yin and yang. We've got yin within yang, so there's lots of yang in the left side and yin in the right side, but we very often connect the yin and the yang with the brain, with the male and the female. So just noticing if you can bring those into the centre and just allow that to integrate in that centre, right in the centre of your hands. So the Anjali Mudra. It is said to activate a coordination between the left and right brain hemispheres. So maybe you're noticing this already. A feeling of calmness, feeling of connection with our self, so Atman, the soul, connecting with our very essence, very deep inside. And perhaps combining that with the breathing, just helping you to find a peaceful place, find a sense of calm. Noticing if your breath becomes slower, more restful. And the affirmation that's suggested with this mudra: I'm full of thankfulness and I receive the good that waits for me. So, believing in the power of abundance, the power of the good coming to you as you put out the positive intention, that those intentions will come back to you. So taking 2 more deep breaths into this place. And then letting go of the breath, letting go of your hands, just letting your hands disconnect. And noticing how that feels. Okay, let's move from there into a balanced pose, which also involves our hands and involves opening our heart and our chest. It's one that we know. So taking the weight onto your left foot. First of all, we're just going to give a little massage to the toes of the left foot with the opposite foot. Just press against the wall if you need to do that. Just a good opportunity to give the toes a squeeze. Okay, and then land your heel right on the top arch, right in the middle, both feet facing forwards if that's possible. So knees, as well as toes, knees. And then sitting down again, so your knees press forwards. And then we want to lengthen, extend the spine. Let's inhale our arms up to the front and then sweep them back, opening the palms, opening the fingers, almost like you're holding up the wall behind you, like Atlas with the world on his back. And although your palms are open and your fingers are open and your arms are engaged, see if you can bring some relaxation into this position. Relaxing your jaw, perhaps a gentle smile on your face, gazing forward, feeling the opening across the chest, between the lungs, between the heart. Can you bring in the full yogic breath? Relaxing the tailbone down. So almost like the mudra that we just did, inviting in through our hands energy, bringing it into our heart area. 2 more full deep breaths in and out. And as you exhale, straightening your legs, releasing your arms, stepping your feet apart. Notice it appears quite simple, but it still costs us energy to be in that posture. And then we're going to come to the other side. So if you want to lean against the wall or a chair, just pressing into your toes. Bit of foot reflexology. Actually, where we are in between the joins of the toes, said to relate to the lymph of the upper body. So very fitting that we're also opening up the upper chest, the area of the lymph. Also maybe calming for our head, for our mind, just as we're getting a massage on our toes in reflexology. And then land this heel on the top arch, and from there pointing the knees forward, sitting down, inhaling arms in front, exhaling, sweeping them back and opening out the palms, opening out your fingers. Keep your eyes open, gazing in front of you, maybe extending your spine, extending your belly, lifting your ribs. Back is straight. Just maybe gently forward of your centre of gravity, your long spine. Two more full deep breaths in and out. And then relaxing your hands, straightening your legs, stepping your feet apart. Just pausing for a moment, maybe a little shake of the hips. Just separate your feet out. Just our hips were hips were kind of close together, crossed over there, so just wriggling the hips a little bit. And then we're going to come to roll down to the floor. So bring your chin onto your chest, bend your knees, roll yourself down towards the ground. If it's available to you, come into the child pose. Hips to your heels, knees slightly open, forehead to the ground, arms down by your side. If that's not available to your knees, just coming onto your back and hugging your knees into your chest, resting your hands there. Just a very similar movement for the body, coming into a moment of rest and letting go. Okay, so from there, roll onto your back and let's just lay on your back. We're going to come into the little bear, so we're going to shake up some joints again. So we'd stretch our legs up towards the sky and our arms up towards the sky. Already just a very comfortable stretch, and from there we can just bend and stretch the back of our knees. See how they are in this cold wintry weather. Do they need to stretch? And then we're going to start to shake the toes and the hands. See what's possible this morning, and then bring the shaking a little bit more into your knees and into your elbows, maybe shoulders, maybe the muscles of your arms. And then a bit more into your legs, and then we'll just give it some and let everything move as much as possible, shaking all the fluids around. Okay, then bringing that gently to a rest, and then just let your knees rest, let your hands rest onto your knees. Roll your head from one side to the other. And from here we're going to come into the supine twist. We're going to do a version of the supine twist. So come, lay on your back with your arms out to the side. Enough space so that your arms can stretch out to the side. And then just bend your right knee. And what we're going to do, we're going to take the right arm and we're going to just bring it onto the top of our chest and slide it across. So the arm sliding across is going to help our knee also to slide. And we slide down the inside of the arm. Show you that. So we're sliding down the inside of the arm, and the knee just rolls with it so that one hand comes to join on top of the other hand. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to slide back. We slide across the chest and open out the fingers and the hands, both arms open. We're going to inhale and exhale, we're going to roll again. So we're rolling onto our left hip, guiding our right knee over, sliding down the inside of that left arm, working actually with the heart channels, bringing that openness into our heart, and then exhaling, or inhale or exhale, whichever feels okay. Just coming back and opening out your arms. Let's do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. Feel the twist happening through your belly and your hips. And from this one, just bring that top arm, just bring it down onto the top of your body. So you're already a little bit more using the spine there. Excuse me. And then just drop that hand onto the floor behind you. So you're coming into a gentle twist. Move your head into whatever position you need to. And then rolling back. So the right foot's on the floor, the left leg is long. Just come back onto your hips and just open your arms out for a moment, resting there. Stretch both of your legs out. Notice one side compared to the other side. Does one side feel that it needs to do that same thing, same pattern? Okay, so bending your left knee, and this time it's the left arm that's going to move across. It's going to move across the chest. It's going to roll down the arm, down the inside of the arm, and we just roll slightly onto our right hip until we can meet both palms together. So just notice how that affects your body, where you've got to adjust a little bit in your body to accommodate that. Inhale, back across the top of the chest until your arms are open out wide again. Rolling onto the back of your hips. Let's do that 3 more times, and I'm just going to let you experience that yourself without me talking. Go at your own pace. And when you're done, 3 times, just stretching out your legs, bringing your arms slightly closer to your body, and resting there. Listening to your body, notice if there's any movement that you'd like to make. Perhaps it's hugging your knees into your chest and rolling from side to side. Perhaps it's having your knees bent, feet on the ground, and just rocking the hips. Your body will let you know just exactly what it needs in this moment. Okay, and then roll yourself up. And come sitting. So just before we go into relaxation, let's do some alternate nostril breathing. Again, we've been working left side, right side, so this is a good next step, if you like. And noticing any qualities in your nostrils. So noticing if there are any, one's cooler than the other, one's more blocked than the other, without any judgment. Just doing this in itself will just slowly help to even it out. So take your right hand, right thumb, ring finger, and just place that gently next to your right nostril. For a moment, breathe in and out. And then closing your right nostril, breathe in through the left side. Hold the breath in, close with your ring finger, both nostrils closed. Open the right side, breathe out through right, long and slow. Breathe in through right. Close both. Open left, breathe out through left. All the breath out. Breathe in through left. Close both. Breathe out through right. Breathe in through right. Close both. Open left, breathe out through left. And continue in your own pace. Remember noticing the quality of the nostrils, quality of the breath out. Does one nostril want to breathe longer and slower than the other? Observing anything that might be slightly out of balance in your body, and then coming back to introduce that balance or to offer that balance to your body by doing these kind of exercises. 2 more rounds. And we finish by breathing out through our left nostril, so just have that in mind wherever you are, through the more cooling side. And then letting go of that breath, letting your hands rest back down again, taking a moment to notice what the Nadi Shodhana breath brought to you. Slowly making your way down into Shavasana. And as you're laying on your back, most likely on your back, just feel your feet open wider than your hips and just notice into your right side. Is everything on your right side able to let go and to relax? Perhaps a few adjustments help with that. And feel into your left side. Anything there need to be adjusted. And just noticing how the hands lay a bit like empty gloves on a table. We've been working with the hands quite a bit this morning, just perhaps thinking of 3 things that your hands do that you're grateful for. And all the energy goes to your hands. And then letting go of the awareness of your hands, just spend a few moments in deep relaxation, allowing your mind to come to a peaceful place. And coming back with your awareness onto your breath. Making some movements, beginning in the hands and the fingers. Moving the toes. And bringing in any stretches that feel good this morning. And as you stretch, allow yourself to roll onto your side, knees bent. Bringing yourself slowly up to sitting.
adjusting yourself up to sitting. And let's end with an Om by inhaling our arms up and oming down through our center, ending up in the Atma Anjali Mudra. So we're going to inhale. And bowing your head below your heart, gratitude to perhaps not having to travel out in the snow this morning, having yoga in the warmth of your own home. And any intention that's come up for you, just allowing that intention to reach out to where it needs to go to. Namaste.